In a small village nestled between the rolling hills of a distant land, there lived a dervish named Rumi. Known for his wisdom and compassion, Rumi spent his days wandering the meadows, sharing stories and insights with anyone who would listen. His long, flowing robes and the gentle smile that adorned his face made him a beloved figure in the village. Yet, despite his serene exterior, Rumi carried the weight of the world in his heart. For he had a disciple named Amir who was lost in the depths of despair. Amir was a young man, once filled with dreams and aspirations. But now he found himself trapped in a fog of depression. The vibrant colors of life had faded into dull shades of gray, and the laughter of his friends felt like echoes from a distant past. He would often sit by the riverbank, staring into the water, searching for answers that eluded him. Rumi, sensing Amir's turmoil, approached him one day as he sat in silence. "Amir," Rumi said softly, "why do you sit here alone, burdened by shadows?" Amir looked up, his eyes reflecting a deep sadness. "Master, I feel lost. The world seems heavy, and I cannot find my way. I am trapped in a darkness that I cannot escape." Rumi sat beside him, the gentle breeze rustling the leaves overhead. "Darkness can be a teacher, my dear disciple. It is in the depths of despair that we often find the light of understanding. Let us embark on a journey together, one that may illuminate the path ahead." The journey begins. With a flicker of hope igniting within him, Amir nodded. Rumi took his hand, and together they set off on a journey through the hills, leaving the village behind. As they walked, Rumi spoke of the beauty of nature, the wisdom of the ancients, and the importance of embracing both joy and sorrow. "Life is a tapestry woven with threads of light and dark," Rumi explained. "To appreciate the beauty of the stars, one must first understand the vastness of the night sky. Your pain, Amir, is but a thread in the grand design of your existence." As they climbed higher into the hills, the air grew cooler and the landscape transformed. They reached a clearing where wildflowers danced in the wind, their colors vibrant against the backdrop of the azure sky. Rumi paused, inhaling the sweet fragrance of the blossoms. "Look around you, Amir," he said. "Each flower has its own story, its own struggles and triumphs. Just as they bloom despite the harshness of the earth, so too can you rise above your challenges." Amir felt a flicker of inspiration as he observed the flowers. "But master, how can I bloom when I feel so broken?" Rumi smiled knowingly. "The process of growth often requires breaking. Just as a seed must crack open to sprout, so too must you embrace your struggles to find your true self. Let us continue our journey, and I will show you the way."
They walked for hours, the sun dipping lower in the sky, casting a golden hue over the landscape. Eventually, they arrived at a serene valley, where a crystal-clear lake mirrored the sky above. Rumi gestured for Amir to sit by the water's edge. And quote, "This is the valley of reflection," and quote. Rumi said, and quote, "Here, you will confront your inner turmoil. Look into the water and see your true self," and quote. Amir hesitated, but Rumi's gentle encouragement urged him forward. He knelt by the lake and gazed into its depths. At first, he saw only his weary face, etched with lines of sorrow. But, as he focused, the surface of the water began to ripple, revealing memories long buried. He saw himself as a child, laughing and playing with friends, full of life and wonder. Then, the images shifted to moments of disappointment and loss, failed dreams, broken relationships, and the weight of expectations. Tears welled in Amir's eyes as he confronted the pain he had been avoiding. And quote, "Master, I feel overwhelmed," and quote, he confessed, his voice trembling. And quote, "How can I carry this burden?" and quote. Rumi placed a comforting hand on Amir's shoulder. And quote, "You are not meant to carry it alone. Acknowledge your pain, but do not let it define you. Each experience, both joyful and sorrowful, shapes who you are. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them guide you toward your purpose." And quote. Amir took a deep breath, allowing the tears to flow freely. In that moment of vulnerability, he felt a sense of release, as if the weight of the world was beginning to lift. The fire of transformation. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the valley, Rumi led Amir to a small clearing where a fire crackled softly. The flames danced and flickered, casting shadows that swayed like spirits in the night. Rumi gestured for Amir to sit beside him, the warmth of the fire enveloping them both. And quote, "Fire is a powerful symbol of transformation," and quote, Rumi began, his voice steady and calm. And quote, "It consumes, but it also purifies. Just as the phoenix rises from its ashes, so too can you emerge renewed from your struggles." And quote, Amir watched the flames, mesmerized by their movement. And quote, "But master, what if I am not strong enough to rise? What if I remain trapped in this cycle of despair?" And quote, Rumi leaned closer, his eyes reflecting the firelight. And quote, "Strength is not the absence of fear or pain, it is the courage to face them. Each time you confront your darkness, you forge a new path toward the light. Let the fire symbolize your willingness to transform. Feed it with your fears, your doubts, and watch as it turns them into fuel for your growth." And quote, taking a deep breath, Amir closed his eyes and envisioned his fears as logs being tossed into the fire. He imagined the flames consuming them, transforming the weight of his sorrow into warmth and light. As he opened his eyes, he felt a shift within him, a flicker of hope igniting in his heart.